All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Front Row Podcast. We're here and we're trying to celebrate definitely and making UG films famous. This particular episode, it's special. Kagwa.
Yeah.
This particular episode is very, very special.
I know.
Because we told people that this year we are opening out the podcast, the Front Row Podcast, to everyone to tell you that this space is for you to come and actually make yourself shine. So the spotlight is here, and if at all you have anything you want to talk about on the Front Row Podcast, please come and talk to us about it and talk to the people who are watching. Kagwa,
Yeah.
what is today about?
One today. I don't know if you've ever been to Butaala, Friday night Butaala,
Kubati Valley.
I've been lucky to be there, and I will tell you, because the artist that called me was very intentional, and she was very, very, like, do you know how someone calls you and they keep reminding you technically every time, like, Andrew, you have to come for this. That was Farida.
Oh, Navagereka.
Yeah, Farida Navagereka.
Okay.
So what Butaala is about, they celebrate a creative. What Mariam told me, that because people thought that they had launched on theater, by I mean the generation of Mariam and Mariam Abe, like, people thought they had launched on theater and made it hard for other people to come in.
For the new people, yes.
And yet theater grows when people keep coming in.
Yes.
So what they decided to do is to start this amazing project where young thespians, that's the word.
Yes. Yes. Okakute.
2026.
It's a Greek word.
2026
It's a
English.
Greek word.
26.
Yes.
Yeah, so young thespians put together their own show so they get through the heat, like the way a brick goes through Tanolu.
Yes.
You get to produce for yourself. You get to market. It's like a crash course into producing theater.
But you learn hands-on.
But you
learn by a project.
Yeah, you learn by a project,
Okay.
and you eventually put it on. So when you put it on, that's the Friday night lights Butaala.
Okay, I think I've heard about that particular event for, I think, 3 years now.
Yeah, 3 years.
Should be
now.
3 years. I think I've seen it so many times. Many
the first
posters.
cohort was the one that had Farida. It had
Veronica
Nakayo.
Yes.
Yes, it had Veronica Nakayo. I think it had what's his name? He's a producer as well. Like, he has done some films with Ronnie.
Kasule.
Yes, Kasule Robert.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. And ladies and gentlemen, at this point, please join me to welcome our guest of the day. Sir,
Yes.
these people are excited to hear from you. They want to know about you. So to start with, who are you?
Our viewers out there, my name is Emmanuel Mwesigwa. I am a filmmaker. Yeah. I produce, I write, and I'm yet to direct.
Oh, interesting. We're about to ask how old you are, if it's important, or you're going to be among the lot that says, how old are you? Because people need to know, because I believe this is very important for everyone to know that. Yeah, you can start somewhere. You might be so young, you might be so old.
Yeah.
But in the art business, age is just a number.
Yes,
You can start anytime. So, your
Yeah.
answer.
Okay, I was born on the Christmas day of 2000.
Oh.
Yes. That's
Like-
what, 20,
like-
25 years?
Yeah,
26?
That's like 26.
25.
So that makes him a voter. Okay, like, yeah.
How do you go into voting now?
No, I'm
Yes.
saying he's
Emma.
above 18.
So, Emma, you are here because you are the next person whose show is actually coming to Friday night, right? Not
Yeah.
so?
Yes.
Tell the people about what this means to you.
Yeah, okay, first of all, Friday Night Lights is an arrangement, an initiative by Mariam Dagile. It gives platform to younger creatives in the theater, whereby they celebrate you. They actually, it's some kind of partnership, whereby creative is meant to do a production on that day. So what the theater provides, they give you stage, decoration, the red carpet, whatever, and all that stuff, and some advertisement. Yeah. So you as a creative, you are meant to plan for a production, a theater production, that is casting, rehearsals, and everything to make your day special. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you get something in the pocket.
Okay. So the money you make on that day, do you share a split with the theater?
Of course, being that it is a double effort, the theater takes a certain percentage and the creative takes a certain percentage fairly.
How do you deal with paying your cast crew, because you're putting together cast for this whole thing?
Okay, actually it is advisable, being that it is about celebrating an individual much as you put up a production. It is advisable to work with people who can easily understand you under some small circumstances, whether a small pay or payment after getting something from the ticket
So it is a form of exploiting them.
No, it's not exploiting. It is not exploiting. It is not exploiting. Like I've said,
you have to be very good at speaking to people.
Not really. You work with people who can easily understand you, who can work with you in the normal circumstances.
Yes.
That can be a small pay or a certain payment after on an agreement. Yes.
So are you paying or you are agreement?
We are just making agreements whereby we shall receive something after. Yes.
There's something you talked about, celebrating a person. In the previous editions, Kagwa, between me and you, I think we have seen that the people who have been, I think, on the editions were more of people who have been doing things before for a long period of time.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you mentioned that it's about celebrating the person that is putting on the show at that particular time, you are 25. What are you celebrating the industry? What do we celebrate you for?
Yeah, of course.
What have you achieved so far?
I'm 25, but I joined the art industry in 2019. That is about...
COVID baby.
Okay, COVID baby. Yeah, that is about 5 to 6 years back. And in that period, I have managed to work with different people. I have managed to build a certain audience, which I believe they can now trust in what I can provide. Yeah.
So you're producing. What's the name of the play you're putting on?
So on that day, we are planning for a production called Gasatuse.
Gasatuse.
Yeah.
Well, you wrote it?
No, I'm not the writer. I'm a co-writer. Of course, I brought the idea to someone who wrote.
Co-writer, editing.
They write.
We write.
At times they write together.
Over editing. I want to full stop.
Yes, like I want to be friendly. This year, I'm more love.
Chikole.
I'm more love.
Yeah.
Okay, but for writing, they write together. But at times, people have been very exploitative where they're like, they change a certain thing. Like, they're not even it's not even changing a plot. And before you know, it comes out written by so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. Most of the times, the and...
Ladies and gentlemen, Kagwa is trying to be nice this year. It is the 7th term. So we are trying to do things differently.
We are trying to be very friendly.
So the exploitation is talking about, you have been in the industry for a very short period of time. How has been the reception, you working with the experienced, the Mariam Ndagires, the Abe Muchibis? Have you been in the same space with them? Have they helped you in any way?
Yeah, at some point. I cannot say it is a leveled ground where you can just get things on a silver spoon. But there are ups and downs, of course. There are some disappointments from those people whom we believe that they made it. Yeah, at some point.
You want to mention names?
No. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it is an experience that grooms someone.
Yes.
Yeah, it is an experience that can groom you into someone. Yeah,
I think definitely the fact that the platform that you're going to be celebrated, the Friday Night Light, is by Mariam Ndage.
Yeah.
I think it shows that bagayi bano bagezaako kuyiwawo omubiri for the young generation to see that the theatre. Before we started recording, you were talking about theatre being in the limbo and something in line with that.
Yeah. Actually, the actual word theatre being in the limbo, it's Mariam that uses it a lot. Personally, I think it's dead. Oh, they are the same.
They are.
Yeah.
The other one is more
the other
confusing one for those who don't know.
For her, it's like it's in a limbo with other dead things.
Yes.
Probably with the democracy and other things that die. And for my case, I'm like it's just dead. What? Okay. So the whole thing of theater being in a limbo, there's theater we grew up watching.
Yes.
And I think everyone that loves theater, this is the final year for millennials. Millennials, the last millennial is turning 30 this year. So everyone who is 30 and above is a millennial, and everyone who is 30 and below is a Gen Z.
Gen Z.
So when people have been looking at theater, I think they stopped creating theater that spoke to the audience directly when they were creating theater for millennials. Very, very many people have not been thinking about Gen Zs when they are creating theater.
Everything has been stuck in the other
Everything
formats.
has been stuck. That's why when we mention like theater stars, today people will still mention the stars we grew up watching.
True.
No one is going to mention stars that have probably come up in the past 5 years or what. So that for me, when she told me about what she's doing, I noticed that they are trying to keep theater alive at a time when theater had moved away from majority of the audience. Because let's face it, you cannot build any industry with 30-year-olds. Yeah. Like 30-year-olds are busy with their jobs. They are starting families. They have their sick mothers. And like there is a lot. When it comes to the 29 and below, they can still ask people to give them money to go and see things. So they're not spending their own money. They still have a lot of time on their hands. They are still adapting things. So theater has been is in a limbo and is dead because it is speaking to the same person it spoke to in 2005. And that person right now has a lot of bills and a lot of things to deal with that they do not have time for theater. So for me, when he tells me he's 25, like these are the right people that should be making theater right now.
So it's very important at this time more than even ever.
Yes, more than ever.
Guys take over.
Yeah, and I wish when he's sourcing his audience, please do not talk to 30-year-olds. Talk to people that are your age mates to come and see your show. And I wish, again, even when you were writing your show, please tell me you didn't write it with a 30-year-old.
Who was the other writer, the main writer, older than you?
Of course, he's a Gen Z. He's a Gen Z.
Tukusonye, you're off that cross. I think generally we want you to understand that this is happening on the 27th. 27th of Feb. Yeah. And he's been excited. I think he first came into my inbox telling me about this, and I was excited to know that he's this young and he's actually attempting to go to theater and see what he can do in theater. Briefly, don't give away a lot about the story.
Okay, Gasa to say is a political drama.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Ebintu bino, I think theater.
That is why theater is supposed to be gone.
Interesting. Yeah, it is a political drama. The story is about a father who contested for a member of parliament seat.
Okay.
And now this man sold off his belongings for the campaigns. And now he has a son who was the are they called returning officers?
Returning officer.
Returning officers. So the father was expecting the son to do some kind of vote rigging, is it rigging? Yeah, rigging.
Yeah.
And now the son is I can say is God-fearing, is patriotic, he's democratic, and he didn't. So now the father is disappointed. Everything is gone, and the politics have not met his expectations.
So the father didn't win.
Yeah. So Gasatu says a production about how the family got torn apart because of the politics.
Amazing.
These names, the names that these guys choose are so similar to the names that Ebony's I've always used. The difference, these guys use the Uganda version.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
it is very, very, it has lots of...
but you could still do Gasa to say it's ingratiating.
I know, that's what they do. Is there an English version of your...
No, we don't have any English version because we just want to be fair to our audience so that they can easily understand. We just don't want to use those English vocabulary.
So the play is in Luganda.
Yeah, it is 70% Luganda.
Kumbe audience jetuliko ya Luganda. Let's talk about the cast.
The cast abagenda okuzanya.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, banji tulinamu banji abali balabiddwako n'abatanaba, but I'm the main character.
You are the star.
Oh,
yes,
you're the returning officer.
You're the returning officer or the father? Omanyi bana bafika bado bazibu. Ajja kujangaza nyanga mukazi. Nga ye mama.
No. Of course, I'm the returning officer.
Yegwe Gasatuse.
No, the Gasatuse is a home.
Okay.
Amaka Gasatuse.
Yeah. Amaka Gasatuse because of the political disappointment.
Oh.
I think this is very relevant.
Yes. It's very relevant, and it's a story that very many people can relate to. Because I don't know if it was a skit or if it was real, but I think I saw someone on a TikTok of someone who was like Munyagwa's returning officer, who did not vote for him, thinking like, other people will come and vote for him. And then when they were counting the votes, he realized that the guy didn't have any votes. And so he had to call back the guy is like, hey, and he doesn't know how he tells him zero because he'll be asked now at one knows. So I think it's quite a very relevant story. And
but you see, at the end of the day, it speaks to why art is very relevant.
Yeah.
The sociology of art and how art borrows from society and then gives back to society.
Yes.
Which is something I think all the artists need to remember, that you are very important in this industry, actually in this country, in the world around you, because you speak to the people about the things around them, especially the things they ignore. So you are not as simple as you think. Yeah. So I was basically thinking about how people have basically commercialized the politics.
Yeah.
Where people are going to money lenders, people are going to sell their property in order to fund the politics. I think this is a play that is very, very important.
Yeah. So someone might ask Rachi, we came up with the idea Gasatuse in this period. Twatunuulira political period gye tulimu. Abantu empya
yeno gye tuli mpya
kati
yanjawulo nnyo kweri
tuli mu ndaala seeba mpya
bampya new term 7th term ekyo bampya.
Yeah, so we looked at that period nti abantu bavudde mu kulonda, of course politicians mulimu abali disappointed, abawanguddwa n'abawangudde, so the press sends a message to all.
Yeah.
Message egenda eri buli omu ababadde mu byobufuzi n'abatabi baddeemu n'oyo Munnayuganda yenna yalonze n'ataalonze. Actually ffenna twetaaga okulaba omuzannyo guno. Yes.
Which party is the father? Okay.
Buza kala.
Okay.
Kabonero chi.
Of course, we devised our own parties.
Hey, okay. That's what I wanted to know.
we don't want realism here. But going to art has become expensive, especially to produce. Not that it has been cheaper before, but of course now it's more expensive because everyone you're working with are expecting something in return. The bills are very high, even for the spaces we're using. Definitely, we have to think about how you guys get money back and how much people are going to be paying. Tickets,
Yeah.
How much are the tickets?
Siza bei nnyo. Ordinary eyaffe abatandikirwako mitwalo ebiri.
Ate gwe nawe sita nawe otandikira. Wele manyi gwe sita.
Angamba abantu baffe abatandikirwako.
Okay. How much is it?
Mitwalo ebiri. Then VIP ya mitwalo 5, emmeeza ya mitwalo 5.
Kagwa. Producer tuwe mmeeza.
Producer tuweemu emmeeza.
Kubanga tiwali nsonga lwaki emmeeza ejjako ebyokulya.
Bibaako biyitirivu nnyo. Buffet.
Kisusiza. Buffet y'abantu buffet mitwalo 5 kagoji manyi. But so generally omuntu bw'ajja it's an experience. Because I think obuzibu twali tusinza okufuna mu theater. These guys were no longer selling experience.
Yeah. What do you still remember the very first theater show you saw? Hey. Okay. So I think personally for me one of my first times being in theater was at Pride Theater. So it was some play by the Ebonis, not even the Bakaimbila. They had brought a show there, and I still remember how they did an illusion of a car driving off stage, and then it crashed. Okay, the crashing was on the screen. So theater has always been an experience. Like you feel like you're watching TV, but then the people are in there. And in fact, even when you talk to Mariam of her first experience with theater, she says she thought she was watching TV.
How long is your play?
It is 1 hour.
Yo, okay.
Yeah, I think 1 hour is good.
Power to you.
1 hour is good enough. Because I personally have been there, and the times I've been there, man, those plays are long.
How long was it the one you saw?
3.5.
3.5. You're very lucky.
But it was at night.
I know. So
show 7:30.
So I entered the show of 7:30, and we ended up leaving at a few minutes to midnight. So,
I think those are many things to learn, and I think at the end of the day, even for the generation that we're trying to appeal to, the 21 below, I think it's very important. What message would you have to anyone, especially the young people? Because I know very many young people definitely tend to run away from coming to watch plays. Yes. What would be your message, and what do you think should bring them back to theater?
I think that is a role of creatives to make stories that can easily resonate with these people. Sometimes tukola ebintu nga biri a bit complex or a bit far away from the people we are targeting. Yeah, so it is a role of us creatives to look at the stories that can easily attract our customers. Yes, that's our role.
Yeah, that's true. But of course, even the way marketing is done with theater, because I tell people that I've traveled for theater, and when I see the promotional material people use in other places, like those pictures look better than our film posters. Yeah, like those theater pictures, the way they are posters for a play, they look better than most of our cinema pictures, the ones we are using to promote like our films. Even when you see the trailers themselves, you can see there was a lot of effort and they were very deliberate in the way they did their trailers. So, but those are things you guys can do, because I feel like this generation is more exposed and they want to try out more things than the generation that was there before. Because I asked Mariam, like, what exactly do you do? How do you put out a trailer? And she was like, no, we don't put out a trailer. We get Abem Chivi and it says, Bana Kampala. And
that's not what this generation is doing.
We do not expect that from this generation.
Yes.
We don't expect them to get Bana Kampala. Trust me, those Bana Kampalas will not come. They've just voted a new mayor. And
the new mayor,
they are very energetic. They are thinking differently.
So, what do you think is one thing that someone will miss if they don't come to watch Gasatus?
It is not actually one.
Jubisa. Jubisa kati, you are basically, you want us to get a cheviri chaffe, natano gaffe. As a producer agenda tour oyagala gaskeyo. What is that? Okay 3 things.
Okay, ekisooka buli mulabi yenna anajja red carpet weeri. Tulina bakuyita kushabada ko ku red carpet.
Olimi siluma
olimi lw'abajenzi. Tugenda kuyita ku red carpet, ekyo kimu. Then audience yaffe eno tugiwaayo ebirabo. Friday Night Lights mu Butaala egaba ebirabo eri audience. Biba byabo ababa bazze. So najja
amasaati tuwa amasaati ga yero ne transport n'amafuta. So mugaba ebirabo
bagabira audience ebirabo okubeebaza okujja okuwagira omuntu oyo. Then n'ekirala nti omuzannyo gwennyini omuntu tasaanye kugusubwa. Production eri so nice.
True.
Eri so nice. Yeah.
Sikiriza. Awo ku muzannyo awo njagala okudda, because you know red carpet you can find anywhere. Birabo sorogena tuzina promotion babituwa. I want mu store room. Okay, talk about the production. Awo kiki ky'owuliranga kino kyo bw'otajja tulina wala wagenda kiraba.
Okay, performance yokka. Performance yokka ey'abazannyi. Omuntu tasaanye kugisuba kuba yanjawulo. Performance y'abazannyi. Then n'olugero lwennyini oyinza obutaddamu kululaba walala. Oyinza obutaddamu kululaba walala.
Kaggo kiwulira?
No, okay. Nga tetuna bani abali ku cast?
Ku casting nga bwe nakugambye nti abantu abaliko munnaye oyinza n'okuba tolinawo wali obalabe kyova olaba weetaaga obalabe. Nze kennyini nze mutu omukulu. Ku cast eyo.
Mutu omukulu mutu omunene.
Omunene.
Omukulu. Nze main character. Of course nina abalala bendi mu kukola nabo, amannya nyinza okumentioninga Nabukeera Hereni, Muzeeyi Mayanja, ono mwami abadde mu theatre for some good time. Abaddemu. Then waliwo ne Friday Night Light Sister 1 November kati yata agenda kunnyambako kweno. Muwala bamuyita Evelyn Kemazi. Ne faces endala nnyingi.
Ogenza n'ogambamu awo nti bw'ogusubako n'oyinza obutaddamu gulaba walala. Ekintiisizaamu cause bo ba filmmakers tebakitugamba nti bw'otajja ku premier yange tojja kuddamu giraba walala. Naye gye kiggwera nga tetuzzeemu ziraba.
Kaggwa.
Kyentegeeza kukutegeeza nti kyentegeeza nti ne bwe wanaabaawo story efaanana bw'eti eyinza obutenkana eno.
Kaggwa. Kiki?
Mbadde njagala kuba clear nti
ezo firimu gye ziri ssebo. Desktop zaffe.
Ezimu zikyali. Ezimu bazisubmitting and ezitafuna nomination.
I think definitely we are very happy. Webale nnyo kukkiriza kubeerawo. This is very empowering.
Yes.
Especially being our second episode of the year.
I would like to know nga tumaze Friday Night Lights. Plans chizo enough for Gasatuse.
We want to arrange for regional performances. Ekyo tuli mu kukirowoozaako nti bwe tumaliriza Butaala omuzannyo guno gwennyini twagala genda nga tuguteeka mu areas ez'enjawulo. Yes.
Between me and you, I think temukirowoozaako.
Tukirowooza.
I think you should have this should have been a plan even before. I think at the end of that day, I think that's where we have a problem. Nti eyo singa plan kat right now it's hours mulumbe those spaces that you want.
Okay.
Ubeere nti energy eno bwetandi kulaba kati nga bw'ogize wano eno singa kati obeera otugamba nti kati Kampala tuli wano tugenda kuba Bat Valley nga 27 okitegeera bwe tumala Bat Valley nga bagaye kye bakola eby'ebivvulu the concerts nti wagamba kafuwe Kampala bweti main concert nga tulumba e Masaka ku Maria Fulo bwe tuve Maria Fulo abalangira baki wamu. But I know that's something to learn and something to do. 25 you still have a lot of space to do many things.
Yeah.
Tickets to zijjawo.
Tickets ku Bat Valley okusookera ddala woweeziri. Then nange ng'omuntu nsobola okusharinga contact yange ni case ng'omuntu ayagadde tusobola ogiderivalinga. Enamba eri 0787 70 0947
Yiddemu
0787 70 09 47.
Hey, thank you very much. Whoever has not got it, tugenda giteeka wansi wano ogirabe wansi awo producer agenda bikolako byonna bibere nga biri bulungi. I think generally there's a lot to learn.
Then impozi tulina ne website kwosobola okwaccessinga details eza show eyo. Website
bagita
event2.com.
So ku event omuntu asobola n'okugulirako ticket.
Yes.
Kyakabi awo bajenzi we balina okujja
tulina kubanga bintu bya airtime ebyo
kukola delivery simanya kola
soma website eyo
www.event2.com.
What's the spelling of event2?
Event is event plus o.
Yes. Event
plus o.
Event.
Yes. Okay. So bw'ogendayo n'osearchinga Gasatuse osobola okugifuna.
olaba kati awo theatre ndetandise kati obuleta generation eno ne bateekamu bunene obubadi bonna I think makes lots of sense. Oyagala gula ticket right away?
No, kati ngenda ginoonya no wemala okunoonya event simu ngikwase producer.
Kikoleko ekya table, Yes. Emma, thank you so much. I think this was a very good exchange. I love the fact that you are 25.
Yes.
You're dreaming big. We pray and we believe that you're actually going to do, especially the regionals.
Yeah, especially.
Because regions eyo, I think the biggest challenge is abantu beyo bagala to consume and support. Naye tebamanyi how. Tebatuukako. So gendayo. Ate abantu beyo waneeno yes abamu bayinza n'obutakiraba but lumba yeyo. Be aggressive with the marketing. Producer tomanya producer ayinza nakikwatamu kino ekintu netugenda regionals bulungi but bagayi ba center production nabo basobola obikolamu ebyo bonna abasimanya ba PC bonna babikwatamu baneeno abagayi wakabiya oyo gayo naye wakabiyo you never know. But thank you very much for coming around. I hope you have benefited. I hope you have spoken. Is there anything, one last thing you want to say to whoever is watching?
Abalabi baffe, I request you to continue watching the Front Row podcast. Tugifollowing yaffe ba creatives wonna weeri ginoonyeeko then nenyongera obajjukiza nti tujje tulaba omuzannyo guno 27 February lujja kuba Lwakutaano ssaawa 11 tubeere ku Bat Valley nga tumaze emirimu gyaffe. Ayagala tiketi wonna weeri esobola okutuukako. Twongere okuwagira ati owa Bannayuganda wonna w'abaali.
Okay, thank you very much. Please tell people your social media names because twagala tuve wano nga brand kyongedde okupika, you know. Yes.
Okay, kinadinira okwogera kati first, I work with a company called Two Heads Entertainment.
Emitwe ebiri.
Yes. So you can look for Two Heads on YouTube, Twitter, oba Twitter X, then Instagram, TikTok, wonna ne LinkedIn. Two Heads Entertainment. Yes.
Thank you so much. Kagwa.
Yep.
Owulira otya?
Defeat. Yeah.
Omwana tumuwe ekifo ku ntebe ku meeza.
Yeah, tumuwe ekifo ku meeza.
I think there is a potential.
Yeah, there is
we can't
potential.
wait. We will come. Yeah, we as the Front Row podcast, everyone behind the camera will be there. Table ngeza kutunulia producer na yeye kwesa. Table ejja kubaawo, fena tujja kubaayo. Bagambe kuliko buffet. Kagwa. Kuliko buffet. Wala wantu omwagenda muli ya buffet paka saa 7. Niyo tuveyo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Tochikola.
Right, meatballs, man. Meatballs. Kagwa, please close this episode.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us. This has been the Front Row podcast, and please make an effort to go and see Friday Night Lights Butaala. Bye-bye.